The story that I have to share with you now is about Little Turtle and Coyote. This is our daughter Ozzy's favorite story. On a beautiful day, Coyote was out running around. As I have said, Coyote's always hungry. He's hungry for knowledge. He's curious, but he's also hungry for food down in his tummy. So Coyote was running around. It was a clear blue sky with some puffy white clouds. And Coyote thought he heard a funny little sound. So he sat down and listened. Sure enough, he got up and ran in the direction that he heard it and sat down to listen and got up and ran and came up to little bitty baby turtle. And what had happened, Grandma Turtle had said, "Grandchildren, it's a beautiful day. Let's go up on the bank and eat and have fun for some time." And that's what happened. Grandma swam and then walked up the bank, and all of the little turtles followed. And little bitty baby turtle, being the smallest, had a hard time. And all of a sudden, little bitty baby turtle started crying and crying and crying. And that's what Coyote found. So Coyote ran right up and said, "Little turtle, I like the way you sing." Coyote, don't be silly. I'm not singing, I'm crying. "Little turtle, I said I love the way you sing." Coyote, Grandma, and the other children are lost. I, I, I don't know where they are. "Little turtle, if you tell me one more time that you're crying and not singing, even if it's about your grandma, I'm going to eat you up." "Well, you go ahead, Coyote, and they'll bounce around in your stomach like a hard rock, and you're gonna die." Oh, Coyote jumped back. He didn't think Little Turtle was going to talk to him like that. "Aren't you afraid of me, huh?" Coyote, Grandma said not to be afraid of nobody. "Well, how about if Mountain Lion comes along with those long claws and gushes at you? Wouldn't you be afraid then, huh?" Coyote, Grandma said, "Don't be afraid of nobody, and 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 lion's claws would break on my hard shell." "Huh. Well, how about if bear comes along and grabs you in those big jaws and smooshes down? Wouldn't you be afraid then?" Coyote, Coyote, Grandma said not to be afraid of nobody. Grandma said bear's teeth break on my hard shell. That's what Grandma said. Huh. So you're not afraid of me, and you wouldn't be afraid of lion, and you wouldn't be afraid of bear? Aren't you afraid of anybody or anything? Huh? Ooh, 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 Coyote, Grandma said the cold water of the river. Ooh. Coyote started laughing. "You silly turtle." Picked the little turtle up, ran to the river and threw her in, and sat down to wait because he knew the little turtle would drown and float up, and he'd have something to eat. But you know what happened? All of a sudden, little turtle swam up and stuck its head out of the river and said, "Ah, Coyote, thank you for the ride. It was a long walk home." And Coyote started to go, "Ow, ow, 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 ow." And there was a raven on a tree, and the raven goes, "Ah, ah, ah, Coyote, I like the way you sing." And Coyote says, "Hush, you silly bird. Can't you see I'm crying?" So that's the little turtle story and Coyote. And Grandma says, so if you have grandparents, or hopefully you've had grandparents, other adults that are loving and kind and considerate, who have helped you as I have been helped in many, many ways by my elders.